Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, it's a Wendy event, a special hour with Mary J. Blige. Her struggles, her joy, her new music. We're getting real with the queen of hip-hop soul. She's performing her newest hit and a legendary old-school jam. Plus, Wendy's got you covered with all of today's juiciest hot topics. Now, here's Wendy.
I'm doing great. We've got a lot to get to, so come on, it's time for Hot Topics. Thank you, I'll take it. I'm excited too, because MJB is here. I haven't seen Mary, I think, since the last time she was at the show. So we've got a lot of catching up to do. She's got a brand new album. We're gonna talk to her, and then she's gonna do not one, but 2 songs. Today, of course, is the release date of Mary's album. It's called The London Session. Now, she's gonna do a song called Therapy from the album. But then she asked me, what old school jam do I want her to do? Well, there's a very big catalog of music, Mary. But I chose something I think we could all sing along to, because I think about you when I was choosing. Real Love? Yeah. Okay, good. Me too. It's gonna be great. So, happy holiday. As you can see, our set is all decorated. And, you know, I want to thank the people at Christmas Lights, etc. They sell everything from Christmas trees to lights and decoration. And now you can get started with your holiday decorating because you guys are all going home with a $50 gift card to Christmas Lights, etc. Yeah. And for our at-home viewers, be sure that you visit my Facebook page for your chance to win. But I like what Michael Lee and his sidekick Chris have done with this set. It's like so classy. I feel like I'm at Ellen or something. I mean, if you've been watching this show, the Wendy Show, through the years, you know we've gone from having a leopard floor and all them Christmas colors at Christmas time, pink, purple, like a full-blown explosion. Look, we're all grown up. Classy. Nice. So let's talk Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon. Well, they're getting back together for the purpose of the kids and the holiday. No, yes, I think this is great. This is what grown people with children are supposed to do during the holidays. And even though they've only been separated for a moment, I'm glad that they're able to emotionally just put everything on the back burner. They got together for Thanksgiving. And they will also spend Christmas together for the sake of the kids. And from what I understand, I was reading an article on my way in this morning. It was in either In Touch or Life and Style. They said that they're probably gonna go to Aspen for Christmas. Yeah, well, they have a house there, so you might as well get some use out of the house. Holidays are a big deal when you have kids, you know? And you just have to, oh, there they are. You can see more pictures of them at dembabies.com. The kids aren't aware that the parents are split up. The kids are only 3 years old. I mean, you know, all they're interested in is, you know, playing around with the toys, fidgeting with the wrapping paper. I'm sure that there's so many people in the house, it's not just the 4 of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can picture minions and servants and the person holding her champagne to keep refilling for splashes and stuff. So the kids, you know, they'll have a lot of distraction in the house. Plus, you know, you keep Rudolph playing all day on a loop. And so then, you know, they have good stuff on TV. And no, I don't think that they'll get back together. Well, no. I'm still holding out hope for, like, Jennifer Lopez and Mark Anthony. There's certain people that I feel comfortable in saying, I think they'll get back together, or this is not going to work. The reason that I don't think that Mariah and Nick are gonna get back together, even though they have the kids, is because Nick has violated the code of separation. I mean, he just way too much chatter about his life without her, and you know, then his dad went on social media and said something about how she doesn't look the way she did when His son. Yes, this is like 2 months ago. This is like dad is involved. Daddy, if you ever got involved. Like, honestly. And you too, mommy. Pipe down. So the parents have gotten involved, and Nick does a lot of talking and a lot of squiring with other women around town. Just, you know, you're separated doesn't mean that you're dead, but you could at least be a little bit discreet about what you do. I mean, Mariah, you know, she's been on tour, and now she's off tour, and but we haven't seen her get squired around by any men, right? And about that weight thing, I knew our girl to get back together. Look at her at the front door of their house in LA. Uh-huh. That's her. That's her. And that is at Thanksgiving. By the way, this doesn't look like an LA house, does it? No. It looks like a Jersey house or a Connecticut house. It looks like a Northeast house with the brick on the walls and the brick down here and the stairway right there. Like houses in Jersey, you open the door, boom, there are the stairs. Anyway, it's good to see her looking great. Yeah, happy holiday. Another day of the tea being so hot, it'll take a whole hour for me to get to sip it. Anyway, and then Kim, K, West, I don't know what to say. Kim spent Thanksgiving with her family. The problem is that not the most important part of her family, because it should be her husband and her daughter. Instead, she's with those people at that woman's house. Actually, I think they had it at what's her name? Chloe's house, yeah. And Kim and North were at Chloe's with everybody else, and Kanye was in Paris, probably with his special friend. You know, the Tucci man from Givenchy. Ricardo Tucci. You know that's his special friend, girl. I mean, you. Here's my thought about the holidays. You might not agree, but I just feel there are certain times of the year that you have to go out of your way and break your back to be with your significant other and your children. I mean, if they weren't married, maybe it wouldn't be a big deal. If they didn't have North, maybe it wouldn't be a big deal. You know, but this is their first Thanksgiving holiday season as a married couple. North, this is only her second Thanksgiving. And I understand if Kanye doesn't want to be with that woman and those sisters and all that mess, but that's where you start your own Thanksgiving tradition. So you go back to your mansion or wherever, and the three of you make a Thanksgiving dinner. Spend a moment together. I smell divorce. I smell a divorce. I smell that she's trying to save face because she knows that we'll be judging if she gets one more divorce. Only we'll judge for 30 seconds, Kim, and then we'll move on. There's so much other stuff to talk about. Then just, it's not always all about you. See her? And I know he's designing a new sneaker and he was over in Paris working on that, but don't you think he should have jumped on something private and come back? Clap if you think that he was supposed to, yeah. And by the way, this is just me talking, but you might agree. In my opinion, if you don't spend major holidays with your significant other and your child, something's rotten in the relationship. So, I will say it again, and then just clap if you agree. I smell a divorce. That's all. So did you hear about the controversy with the Obama girls? Yes. Do you have an opinion? Somebody over there said the nerve. Oh no, they're just young girls. They're still learning. Look, Malia and Sasha, first of all, when we first met them, they were 11 and 8, correct? All right, back when the first family got into the White House. And now they are 11 and 16? 13 and 16. Okay, 13 years and 16 years. So they're still young girls. Malia and Sasha have been criticized for their appearance at the White House for this year's turkey pardoning ceremony. Well, that's what they're wearing. This is what, I got two sides here. First of all, this is how 13-year-olds and 16-year-olds dress. And you know I love a short kilt skirt. And you know I love a lot of leg. It looks like she's got on like some Doc Martens and sweat socks. And a little short outfit here, the younger one. And this one's the spitting image of her mom, right? Yes. Right? So, do you think that this was inappropriate? Clap if you do. Not a few people, a few people. Oh, you're standing in your truth. Listen, look, I don't think it's inappropriate for being 13 and 16 coming from the Williams family, whose dad is an educator or was an educator. But, I feel like it was not the best choice of clothing when you are the Obama girls. Do you understand? Sorry, you understand what I'm saying? Oh, all of a sudden you think it's inappropriate? I'm not saying it's inappropriate, I'm saying it's inappropriate at the pardoning. Okay? Do you understand what I mean? Don't throw tomatoes. In the meantime, a woman lost her job over it because she talked about it. See, why are you talking? Why is she talking? This Republican aide bashed the girls on Facebook, and it was a long rant. I'll just read you part of it. I mean, it was so long that at the end of it, you know how you type a lot, and then you realize you're about to send it and do the wrong thing, so you delete. But it just feels refreshing just to get it out, you know? Well, she didn't press delete, and now they fired her. Here's some of what she says. She says, "Dear Sasha and Malia, I get that you're both in those awful teen years, but you're a part of the first family. Try showing a little class." No, it gets worse. "Act like being in the White House matters to you. Dress like you deserve respect, not a spot at the bar." Was she drinking? Like, woman, who are you? Besides an out-of-work Republican now. There's a way that you talk to the first daughters, and this is not the way, but I guess that's why she was forced to resign. Now who's going to take care of Christmas at your house? I don't know. Let's move on. So, Snooki got married this past weekend. It's time for a celebrity shout-out. Hit it. Well, there she is. Snooki and Gianni, you know, that's her longtime fiance. They tied the knot, they've got the 2 kids. And JWoww, along with 32 others, were in the bridal party. 500 guests at this place in Garfield, New Jersey, a beautiful catering hall called the Venetian in Garfield. People were shocked that Snooki was having a traditional wedding. I'm not. Snooki has grown up, you know? And I'll tell you, having children changes a lot. And, you know, if you do it right, then hopefully you change for the better. You know, you become a better woman, you leave a lot of what you used to do behind you, but you're glad you did it, so you have the stories to tell. But, you know, I'm not shocked that she had a traditional wedding. I'm shocked that she didn't have a wedding planner and planned it all herself. I know! With 500 people, I mean, you know I can't stand a wedding. But with 500 people, my assumption is, of course you're gonna have, you know, wedding planner and stuff. But, you know, she did it her way. Only thing about big weddings is, are you friends with those people in 6 months or a year? No, but you know, I guess everybody needs one big wedding, or some of you need one big wedding before you realize that the most important thing is about the union and the marriage, and that all those girls, 15 bridesmaids. I don't even know 15 women that could step up to the, like, really? 15 bridesmaids? And the thing about getting married and also having kids is that you don't have time for all those people that you used to fist pump with and have a good time. And also, you don't want people sitting around your house like that. Like, you know, as a married person, do you always have people over? No. Because you don't want to, right? Like, you could, but, you know, you have your sanction. Those 4 walls are very, very sacred. Anyway, congratulations, Snooki and Gianni and all the people that were at the wedding. I wonder how much that costs. You know, all those people at the wedding. And I wonder if they're all really good friends. I know she invited her Dancing with the Stars partner. I forgot his name, but you know, anyway. Let's talk about Madonna. So, Madonna is the cover girl for the new Interview magazine, and people are saying, I think she looks terrific, haters. I'm not offended by a 56-year-old woman who's a pop star, not the nurse or the school teacher, a pop star. I'm not offended by her dressing like this. What I think I don't need is the lust face. Like I don't need that part, you know? I don't need that part. Anyway, let's look inside. She's completely topless. Well, let me just tell you, every man on our staff, gay and straight, gives her 10s across the board. We removed the W's, and I must tell you, everything is sitting lovely. Yes, sitting. They're not saggy, they're not swinging down here, they're good. I'm not offended by this. I know what you're saying. Well, what about Kim K? Well, Kim got totally naked. And for what? Madonna's been doing this mess for decades. As a matter of fact, she gets naked so much and does provocative things so much, it's no longer provocative. Like, it's not even a story. I mean, it's a story on our show, our hard-hitting news show. but this is not, it's not a story. And I also feel like Madonna showing her boobs but having on the rest of the clothes is more artsy. Do you know what I mean? And when I said that during our morning meeting, then I was informed by my staff that this was the art issue of Interview Magazine. And there were some other pictures, she's akimbo and whatnot. Let me show this one right here, because she's posing. Do you like that? Yeah. I like that. I think she looks terrific. She doesn't smoke, she's using the cigarette for effect. Like Rosie O'Donnell likes to say about Madonna, that Madonna is not what she's trying to make you believe she is. Like, she drinks very little, she doesn't allow weed smoking on her tour. She'll ask, her background dancers and stuff, do you smoke, grass? I read a quote, she called it grass. Do you smoke grass? And one of the dancers said, well, occasionally. And so Madonna said, well, you won't be doing it on my tour. Her kids were raised with no TV or anything, Isn't it interesting? Like, sometimes the most conservative people are the most out there. Because if she doesn't do drugs and she doesn't smoke cigarettes and she drinks very little, then that means that she does all this mess in her sober mind. Wow. Everyone, we're not gonna talk about Susan Boyle?
Tomorrow.
I just wanted to tell you that she has a boyfriend. I know! Oh, look! Now, Susan is 53. Madonna is 56. But Susan, our friend of the show, listen, girls, this is why I always tell you, never give up on love. She scored herself a Connecticut doctor. Okay? Jackpot! Okay. Have you guys started your holiday shopping yet? Because for many of us, it is so stressful. But I've got the perfect gift to ease your holiday stress. Suave Professionals has this new line of sea mineral infused products. They're fabulous. You can pamper yourself at home with Suave's Professionals products. Suave Professional products. They provide a lot of relaxation, and they do as well as top spa brands. And you are all going home with their lotions and their body wash, along with a designer robe.